Thanks for returning, guys. Today's different. We have no Drew.
No
Nope. He's got a.
transitioning today. So it'll be Joella when we see her next.
So that's how
Congratulations.
this episode's going to go. And unfortunately, one of our special guests has had to postpone, unfortunately. So it's just me and James today, but we still have some things we're going to talk about with our special guest that me and James are going to discuss as well anyway. But before we get into things, the main thing that James just reminded me of is that our Instagram is back up and running, and make sure you follow the correct one. It is at Rage Whale Podcast. Simple as that. There is an old one, which is at Rage Whale _podcast. That no longer works, as you'll probably notice by the last time we posted. So do make sure you follow at Rage Whale Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and obviously where you're listening to us now.
Yeah, keep hold of the old one if you want. It's got some stuff on there that probably won't end up on the new one. So some of the early stuff.
Yeah, there's some good stuff on there, but yeah, the new stuff will be posted on the new Instagram page. So yeah, what you been up to recently, James? Just going to open my G spot while you have a think.
You know what?
My Gillian Anderson's G spot. It
I
is
thought you were going to bend over then.
red berries and Sarawak, whatever Sarawak is. Do you know what Sarawak is?
No, but I was still wondering what you were going to do when you said I'm going to open my G spot. I thought you were going to go legs akimbo. And that noise would probably happen as well.
I have to Google Sarawak now. So yeah, what you been up to?
Sarawak, wasn't he the guy off Lord of the Rings?
Sarawak is a Malaysian state. Well, that can't be right, because Malaysia is not in my can of drink.
Nope. Yeah, we went to Bird World. Anyone looking for fun family things to do with the kids in Farnham? Quite a fun day out. It's adult time in the summertime for me, because childcare and that. So to make it fun.
What was your favourite bird?
The flamingos, honestly. They're so funny. They were doing that weird. Did you ever watch David Attenborough when they had the flamingos and they're all in a group and they like go and follow each other and keep changing direction and like looking up at the sky? They were doing that. They had about 20 of them.
Like a little
dance. They'd be stood there 1 minute and one would start wandering. They'd all just quickly, sharply turn and just follow it and then all just come back again. Strange birds.
I like a bit of flamingos. I didn't think flamingos would be at Bird World. I was thinking of like the falconry or something. I thought it was going to be eagles and shit like that.
I don't recall seeing many eagles. Now, I wasn't paying so much attention to the birds, honestly, apart from the flamingos. They stank though.
Well, what else have you been up to as well then?
Start football season in it. So watched Reading lose 4 times, which is good. Out of 4. So consistency.
Well, that's good. At least you know where you stand.
Yeah, or sit at the bottom of the table.
Do you ever get your hopes up, or do you walk in defeated? And
no, I stopped getting my hopes up 4 years ago now. It's probably my 4th year of not getting my hopes up.
Right.
So
you just go for
torture my soul, I think, at this point. Just be sad, really.
Oh.
Which is why I follow numerous sports. Unfortunately, my other teams in those sports also are not very good at the moment. So sports in general is a bit of a downer.
Maybe stick with films. They're always good. Sports.
So I follow 3 teams and they're all rubbish. What else? Got some new tattoos, didn't we?
Oh yes,
we did.
And is that a Velociraptor or a T-Rex? Just to remind me. Velociraptor, isn't it?
It is blue, the Velociraptor.
Velociraptor on one leg and your boy Reef on the other. Or is it the same leg on the turn? I can't remember.
Same leg. It'll be the whole leg will be covered eventually. So that's on the inner side of my leg.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, that hurt. And
for the audio listeners, he's showing the visuals.
There you go.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's proper quality as well. because it's difficult
Yeah,
doing proper portraits and stuff, isn't it?
and that's on the back one. It's hard to see 'cause it's like curved to your leg. But that was by the very talented.
Better when you see it in person, isn't it?
Yeah, one of the very talented Katie Toms. Follow her on Instagram, Katie Toms Tattoo or Katie Toms Tattoo, something like that. TOMS. It's like the shoes.
The shoes, Toms.
Yeah, there's shoes called Toms. I don't know what they are. I got briefed some the other day. They're like little
Oh,
slip-on, light hippie things.
I've
Don't
never
really
heard of
shit
them.
to be fair, but tight ass. So guess what you're doing?
And the if anyone's been listening to this podcast for the past year and a half, number one, what are you doing with your life? Number two, thank you. But we've been complaining that James uses his mobile phone in a cup for
You can
to
hear the helicopter outside. They're looking.
but he is now confirmed. Well, we're saying on the podcast now, so when he bails out in a month's time, we can shout at him. But
Yeah,
you've confirmed. When's the new stuff out? When is it actually out?
I
The new
believe
MacBook
October.
in October. What? Just a
Mm.
new phase of them.
Yeah, be exactly the same as last lot, really, won't they? So
But
different
maybe
colours.
buy one of the ones from last year then. Might be a
Yeah, I probably
touch
will.
cheaper.
Save a few bucks.
Yeah, I might get one. Mine's about 2018 MacBook Pro. There's still nothing wrong with it, but it'd be good to get one that's fresh and less cluttered. And it's all because I've got so much photography stuff on here that I only use every now and again now. So
Yeah, you could do a new one every
fresh.
sort of few years, couldn't you? Really, one of them M chip ones, whatever they are.
Well, that's it.
Microchip.
My mobile. I've got the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but before that I had the iPhone X, which was 2020.
Do you know what? I had the iPhone X. Now I've got the 15 Pro, not the Max. I've only got little ads. Between that, I had the iPhone Mini, which I do miss. And the only reason I stopped using that is the battery got so bad it wouldn't even last a day. That's the only reason I bought a new phone.
Yeah, that's mine. It was I couldn't use maps on my phone when I was driving. I didn't have the thing at the bottom, the charger port.
Yeah.
It wouldn't charge anymore. So for about 2 years, I used the pads, which are not reliable.
Pads, yeah. Maxi
'Cause in the-
pads.
No, the charging pads. But if you're in the middle of the night and you knock the phone just slightly off it and it doesn't charge, you're screwed. But
Yeah, I've got a magnet that mine sticks on, and then it
so I
doesn't come
couldn't,
off.
but I couldn't charge it in the car. So when I did long journeys, I couldn't use it for maps in the car because I couldn't charge it in the car. And then I started
I do
taking my
like the
hand
magnet in the
in the
back.
car.
That's a great move nowadays. I never used it for the first few years of having a
I've not used it.
MagSafe phone, and now I have. I literally have clip things everywhere on my desk, at home, where I can just clip it and it just starts safe.
But just your
Charging.
phone on its own, or do you need a clip? Do you need an actual
No, there's a
magnet
magnet
thing?
in here.
Yeah.
So you have like you'll have like a stand. I haven't got one here actually.
Do you have to take it off your case?
My case only goes around the edge of my phone like that.
Oh. Well, mine must have it, but I've never
Yeah,
used it.
it's a magnet. If you find something metal, it will stick to it. Or if you have a magnet, or like something metal, it will stick.
Oh, they can feel something. It's too
It'll stick
heavy.
very. Huh?
It's
Yeah,
too
it sticks
heavy.
very loosely. You have to have an actual proper MagSafe made thing to go on it. And it sticks it
Right.
on. You can proper chuck it about. I haven't got anything here to show you. But no, it's cool.
Well, that's
So I've got
exciting.
little stands for my phones at work.
Remind me when it comes out because I'll take a look at it as well. The only thing I've done recently, the past couple of weeks, is I went to one of our guests, Aaron, who's in Sweden. He was on our show like 8 months ago or something like that. The photographer in Sweden. He's getting married in Sweden. Wasn't able to make that, so I made sure I made the stag do, which was in Bristol, which is where everyone thinks my accent's from, but I've never been to once in my life. And that was I don't like the idea of stag do's because it's like I'm too old. I want to have like a nice meal and a chill out thing. But it was really good fun. But it was proper debauched, like nothing
Yeah, you've got
horrible.
to get wild every now and again. A few times a year at least.
Yeah, but I realised that I didn't realise until the second day it was too. I drove down to Bristol, and then what I thought we were doing is because it's loads of people I don't know, and there's loads of other people that don't know each other. He's got some Swedish friends, he's got some university friends, he's got some London friends because he's moved around. So there was 13 of us, and there was only about 6 people that knew each other, and the rest was a different group, and the other was a different group, and I didn't know anyone. So he just said, "Oh, we're meeting the night before, so we get to know each other." So I thought it was having a nice meal and a few beers, maybe a little tipsy, and that's about it. 'Cause the next day we had a full day planned, but no, the first night was insane. He just got dressed up like he looked like Cher from the
I saw the
70s.
pictures.
Yeah, just they strapped a dildo to his hand so he could never use it, and he wasn't able to take it off for 48 hours. So he had to shower with it and everything. So yeah, it was pretty mad, and people making him do dares and stuff like that. There was yeah, it was good fun. It was hilarious. But yeah, you're thrown in the deep end, didn't know anyone. Within 5 minutes, you're like mates with everyone. They're all really good people, which was lucky.
Yeah, I like parties like that. Where you go in not knowing many people.
Yeah, I wasn't even nervous. I didn't realize until the next day I'm a decade older than all of them. Most of them were
Wow.
early 30s. I did not know that. And I knew a couple of them were a bit younger, but not. I didn't know that much younger. So like
Yeah.
when everyone's doing shots, I'm the only person that was just going, just either doing nothing or just giving it to someone, pretending I'd just done one. Like I didn't have a single shot because they were doing shots constantly on top of their drinks and all sorts. I was like,
Gets out of control when shots get involved.
I didn't have a single shot. I can't take it. I literally didn't have a single one. Not one.
Sorry to interrupt the show. Just a reminder to say we love and appreciate you all for listening to the podcast, whether it's on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, follow, as this really helps us continue to progress and improve the content and keeps us making these fun episodes for you guys. Oh, we're also on these things called Instagram and TikTok. You can follow us there too, as we share short, funny reels on the reg that you can share with friends if you like. Now, back to the mayhem.
We went to Reading, me, Mike, Birdie, and Bowman, a guy called Sean, Irish guy. We went to watch Reading play last game of last season, and afterwards we went into town. Went to a few different spots, and a few bars. It was quite busy because the football crowd was still out. We found just randomly found the Brewdog pub. So we went in there, got some food, and we were like, might as well stay in because I don't know my way around Reading very well anymore.
They do good food as well.
Well, Hunt found this drink they do called picklebacks, which is a shot of whiskey chased with a shot of pickle juice. Proceeded to buy maybe 20 of these. I think we probably bought more than anyone had ever bought in history because I think it's one of them drinks they probably put on there as a joke. Except that entire day, Hunt decided it'd be a good idea if our decisions were made by ChatGPT. So
that's a good idea.
Like ChatGPT, shall we walk, get a taxi? Or ChatGPT, shall we have more pickleback shots? ChatGPT is a party animal because it was going down that route every time.
Yeah, it must have got the inkling of who you were then. What's the Chris Donahue? We went to Brewdog when Brewdog was kind of like maybe not an early invention, but it was something that people hadn't really gone to many times. We went to one in Camden, just behind the World's End, and he had, what was it, a tactical nuclear penguin?
That sounds amazing.
I'm trying to think what it was called. Let me just see.
I always think there's a nuclear bomb going off in your background.
Where? That?
Yeah, the mushroom cloud. Because it looks like whatever's behind it looks like smoke coming in from the side.
It's just loads of bowls, loads of coloured bowls, like string of bowls. But yeah, the drink was called, Tactical Nuclear Penguin, and it's a beer. It's a 32% beer. And it was against something else. There was another one. Oh yeah, there's another beer called. It was 57%.
Pardon?
Alcohol.
7%, 57. Did you say?
57% beer. So, sink the Bismarck. was 41%, and the end of history is 55%.
I think they had that, but it was really expensive, so we didn't buy it.
In brackets, used to package taxidermied animals.
Yeah, aren't they really expensive? 'Cause I'm pretty sure we looked at them, but they were like super expensive, so we just
Well-
steered clear.
Well, Chris wanted to do it because he knows stuff about beer. I didn't do it, but he got a shot of it, just a shot. And I went to take a photo of him doing it, and it turned out shit because I should have taken a video. Because you know when you do a shot, you just tilt your head back and go gulp.
Yeah.
He did it. It was like Marmite. It went like a bit trickled in his mouth, and then the rest just slowly went. It was grim, and I don't think he was that happy afterwards, except that he did it. But yeah, I would avoid that. But
Won't do any of them. He wants us to somehow have pickle back in France next week. So I've already said I'm not
people like
importing
pickle
pickle juice into the country with me, but
yeah, but pickle juice is like quite common, isn't it? It's like people like that sort of stuff.
I mean, in France, maybe. I mean, where we're going in France is very remote. Like we're probably I'd say about an hour and a half from Bordeaux, but we're in the middle of just fields. So
Yeah.
miles. So we are in the middle of nowhere. I think there's a little village near and a town a short drive away.
So you're not going to be able to get pickle juice to bring with you.
No, we just wanted somewhere where we were kind of like remote, really. And it's like you're not constantly doing stuff. You're kind of just chilling, enjoying the actual place. I mean, it's
Yeah.
9 bedrooms. So it's 9 bedrooms, 3 sitting rooms, 3 kitchen areas. It's going to be pretty spacey. It sleeps 21 and there's 15 of us going out.
What's
There's
this
more-
for?
Huh?
What's this for? Is this a stag or something?
No, it's Mike's 40th. So kids are going as well. So,
Okay.
so there's more beds, I think, than there are people going, which is quite cool.
That big family affair. That sounds good.
I mean, it was 37 degrees there last week. It's chilled out a bit now, luckily. But yeah, we've got a big Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Sweet.
It's nice. Yeah, I've not been to France properly before, anyway, so it'd be quite cool to visit there.
Sounds good, man.
Oh, funny enough, do you know the last time I went through France was?
When?
On that stupid fucking coach back from Andorra that took like 6 hours because we had to go through Spain and then France
But we
because
took.
there was an avalanche.
I only vaguely remember that.
Oh, it was hell. Can you remember we it was a catalogue of errors because remember the clocks changed that day and we checked out of our and it was really early in the morning, so we decided just to go out drinking and not sleep. Neglected the fact the clocks changed, so we got to the early-ish hours in the morning, middle of the night, we get to the coaching, we're an hour early straight away. And then we had like an American football we were lobbing around for about an hour. And then they were like, oh, sorry, because it was what, a 2-hour drive, hour and 40 minutes from the French airport to Andorra. And on the way back, it was like,
very good.
on the way back, it was like 4 or 5 hours, the coach or something. And we missed like 3 flights. And then when we finally got back to England, do you remember the baggage carousels are broken? So we had to wait like 2 and a bit hours for our bags as well.
I've
So
got.
I think it took us nearly 24 hours to get home or something stupid.
I reckon I was probably either too drunk or too hungover to take in any of that because I don't remember any of that really.
Yeah, we stayed out, didn't we? Because there was that place kept giving us free Jägermeister.
Yeah, the Underground.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, it had a England London tube sign on it, and it was all very candidly inside. It was very dark and loads of graffiti and luminous stuff.
Remember that first part that kept setting fire to the bar? And like you'd be leaning on it, they'd set fire to it and your arm would go up. It's like, like doing shots, don't even warn you.
It's just full of British people getting away with whatever they want. So they're just burning the place down and stuff. I do remember that. That was a lot of fire on that stuff.
Yeah, you'd be like stood near it. They would give you a warning. They'd just literally light it up. It's like, whoa.
That's the time that you guys, it was my birthday, because my birthday's January, and you guys made me drink a dirty pint, which obviously is everyone just goes around, tips a bit of whatever they're drinking into it.
Yeah.
And I only like lager and rum and whiskey, but it was every shot imaginable plus purple stuff and Guinness and cider and it was disgusting. Someone did that at the stag do last week in Bristol as well, and I'm like, don't drink that. I don't remember anything after that.
I just remember people plying us with free drinks all the time. because we were trying to get bar crawls and out on the go, weren't they? Because the reps were so bad. We were like doing our own.
Yeah, and I think they give us loads of free stuff because we're encouraging people to come in because we're quite ballsy. There was like how many? There was like good 10 of us at least, wasn't there?
We had people up on stage, didn't we? We had to do that game. We had to go and get a stranger's sock and put it over the pint and neck it on the stage.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
it was a good group of us. It was good fun, and I think when you're in your early 20s, like anything goes, so you can get away.
I remember burning my ass on the sauna because you were in it. So I pulled a moon and thought I'd stick my ass up against it, not thinking it would be really, really hot. The glass, it was.
You put your ring against the glass door.
Yep, that was the tinge. It was like,
Fucking idiot. Yeah, that was good. I do
that was a good
remember.
holiday. Was it Wongo was leaning over he was sat on the bidet or something, leaning over the toilet because he was going to be sick, and then he turned and threw up in the bath instead. I was sharing a room with him as well. I cleaned it all up, right? Went back in the room, and he's face down on his bed. Goggles are like here, ski coat and that all on. Nothing from the waist down.
Yes, I do remember that. I think that was before like mobile phone cameras, but I think someone took a digital photo from a proper camera.
I think it was him we got back. So when he was in the shower the next morning, we had the ice bucket thing, and we out the window scooped snow off the windowsill and lobbed it at him in the shower.
Yeah, I 100% remember that one as well.
And that ski suit I had, the multicolours one I got from the charity shop, with the wig.
Yeah. That's what's good. I haven't been skiing in so long, but I do love it because it's like what I loved is that you just get the ski lift in the morning, go to the top, you'd ski down, and then you could ski into a pub. Like literally, you would ski, and then the snow becomes like a rubber mat, and it stops you. Then you just
I want to go again.
Slam them down. You take 2 steps forward, and you've got a beer in your hand, and you can sit.
I would love to go skiing again. I think it was such a fun holiday because it would be like you wake up quite early. The fresh air and the snow would soak you right up immediately from the night before.
Yeah.
Ski to about midday, get some lunch, then we'd have a nap, and then we'd go out partying again. It's just like.
And you do what is it, bumboarding or sledding or whatever it is, where you get that little plastic dish that you hold on to and just
on your arse. Yeah, that thing.
But the problem is
that was good stuff. That holiday, I definitely go skiing
now.
again.
You won't bounce back. The amount of damage I did to myself when skiing, like the amount of jumps I did, and like landed on my back and on my head and stuff like that, and twisted my ankles. And I remember taking someone out, and you're fine. But if I did that now, I'd be in hospital.
Can you not remember? I didn't once fall over skiing. Like not once, but I fell off the ski lift nearly every time. I couldn't go off the ski lift.
Couldn't get your.
So I remember I was going down a hill and I was trying to fall over because I was going too fast and the restaurant was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I ended up sort of turning and going back up the hill a bit. But I remember coming off the ski lift the first time. First time I've ever been on a ski lift. We were sat there. It was me and Wongo, I think, and he had a backpack on. So we were going to get off. And you know the gap between the floor and your sort of legs swinging here. Then all of a sudden the floor just ramps up really quickly. So it ramped up. The back of my boot, where it sticks out a bit, obviously, got wedged under the chair and the snow, so I couldn't get out. So I was pushing his backpack so he couldn't get out because he was trying to push off. So we were pushing each other back. It went round the corner and we both just went, what? Just like that. It went like that and we just went, what? And then in a second, I just couldn't work out how to get off that stupid ski lift.
Some of them you just have to jump off because some of them don't slow down.
So we're going back down and we're jumping. So, but that was the hardest bit about ski lift.
That might be
again. It's a shame that that's the one thing. It's a shame that phones weren't like they are now then, because you had to have an actual digital camera. I don't remember phones having good cameras then. Like what year was it? 2000.
And we've had 0 videos as well. Like the videos were doing better.
I've got a video camera. Remember I took my video camera. I've still got that tape somewhere.
Yeah.
Of Criddle coming up trying to show off, doing like a stop, and the puff of smoke goes up, and it cuts away, and he's just flat on his face.
Yeah. He's a good skier.
There's one where you fall over with the video camera, because the camera just go rolling down a hill.
Yeah. I remember
even that, it was like, I watched the video, it wasn't It's like you could watch it for a laugh, but it was just little clips. It wasn't like now you put a GoPro on your head or something.
Yeah, it's not very watchable, is it?
No, and the pictures were like minimal, so I don't think I had a good digital camera back then. And you didn't even want to just carry it around in the snow either, did you? So it's like, what was it, like 2006, you say?
I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
I reckon it was, because when I was at O2, and I was only there from like 2004 to
Might be
2007,
a
I
bit
think.
later because when I moved to London, we went skiing once, and that was my last time because I brought a friend from London with me, and that's when all those guys, like Paul and Vinny and that, started getting into snowboarding rather than skiing. So
Speaking of Andy, he's calling me now.
we're like a split
I'll have
group.
to call him back. Yeah, it must have been about 2004 to 2007, because I was working at O2.
Yeah,
Sure it was that about then.
and then we did go again. You were there as well.
No, I only went once. I've been skiing once.
I think I've only been a couple of times with you guys because I went with like
Yeah, Paul and that all really got into like snowboarding, didn't they? So I think they still go now, to be fair. But I did it one time. I don't know why I didn't go the second time. Probably like cost or something. It wasn't cheap, was it?
Yeah, snowboarding you do look cooler, but you're so much more slower. I just like the speed.
Yeah, I like not having to stop at every flat and just being able to go whoosh.
Yeah, or fall over on your arse or knees.
Yeah. No, I'd try snowboarding if I went again, but no, I'd stick with the skis. It'll be
Yeah.
easier.
Well, so have you seen anything recently in the? Because I don't think you've been to the cinema for a little bit, have you? What was the last thing you
No.
saw in the cinema?
Got Jurassic World Rebirth penciled in for Friday because that's on Prime now, believe it or not.
I believe that.
So me and Ruth, because we've got to wake up early on Saturday to go to France. We're leaving at like 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So we might have like a movie night and watch that, have some popcorn, and have an earlier night to bed. And then we can also take it with us to watch if everyone wants to have a movie night when we're over there.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I mean, the last that I was mentioning to you is that last couple of things that I saw at the cinema were more horrors, and which is really strange because, like I was saying about the summer blockbusters and stuff with like Superman, Jurassic Park, Mission Impossible, Thunderbirds, Fantastic Four, and stuff like that. It's all those sort of big action films, but the last couple of weeks of horror films, I think, have been better. Like
yeah,
Bring
it's
Her,
horror season, isn't it, at the moment? The last couple of
which
times
is
I've been to the
strange, yeah.
cinema, the volume of horror trailers has like ramped up.
Yeah,
I
because
really want to see Together. Is that the one with
yeah. So
Franco?
there's three main ones that have been out this month, which is Bring Her Back, which is
Yeah,
incredible and really disturbing. One of
heard
the
good
ones that
things
made
about
me
that.
cringe the most because it was disgusting. Weapons, which I saw last week, and Together, which I saw this weekend just gone. So those are the three main horrors, and we've got
Wow, you're
more
forgetting The
coming out.
Conjuring as well. I don't think that's come out yet though.
Not out yet, no.
And it's the final one, isn't it? So it'll be the
Yeah, and Eddington. I don't think it's quite horror, but I think it's got some more realistic
yeah. I'm
horror
trying not to
elements to it.
watch many trailers on that one because I think it looks interesting. I like all the cast, so
I don't
I
think
can't
the
see
trailer will
that
help
cast
you.
being in a bad film.
The trailer won't help you. It
I've seen the trailer. I had to
madness.
watch it. It was on at the cinema.
Yeah, it looks pretty mental.
So yeah, I won't be going to the cinema now for a few weeks. I'll probably go
But these again,
when
like you say,
I get back.
they'll be in streaming shortly. Like Baby Girls and streaming right now as well. So is
Yeah,
Barbie.
but I've kind of got back into the whole idea of going to the cinema now since I've been going more this year. This year
Yeah.
I've probably been more than any year in the last 10 years. A little bit more last year, but yeah, the last 2 years I've probably gone to cinema more than the last 10.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Jurassic World is Rebirth is 16 quid on Prime.
I'm not mad at that, 16. So
That's cheaper
yeah,
than
maybe.
going to the cinema, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I do like going to cinema, especially now Amazon do that 2 for £10 thing. It's like it's a no-brainer for an evening out.
Yeah, that How to Train Your Dragons on Prime as well.
Yeah, it's so fast. I mean, it's funny because it's of it. Looking at the box offices recently, cinemas had a bit of a comeback, hasn't it? Didn't one of the studios break a record for having 4 consecutive like box office smashes or something? Universal or someone? But I'm sure I read it was they broke the record because they had 4 in a row that were like box office, like did really well at box office.
I think it's something to do with weapons. Is it Paramount or something? I
I
can't
want to say
remember.
it's whoever did Superman because I'm sure they mentioned Superman.
Well, that's just DC.
No, they're not the studio, are they? The studio will still be like Universal or Sony or someone like that.
Oh, okay.
DC's
I'm
just
not too
licensing.
sure, but I'd say the horrors have been like the action films have been good, but you know nothing groundbreaking. I think the Superman was probably the best out of the bunch. But
Yeah, Superman looks great. By the way, I've seen a lot of the
it's
a lot of
great
the
fun.
clips.
There's loads going on that doesn't stop for a second. Fantastic Four is good. I really enjoyed it, but I do think it was style over substance. I think the plot was very, very simplified and basic, but it looked amazing. Whereas Superman had a little bit more going for it, even though it is basic James Gunn. But if you like James Gunn, you'll love this. But the horrors bring her back genuinely Australian film with British actors, and it's just bleak, but in a really entertaining way. But yeah, Weapons is the big one at the moment. I think that's the one
Here we
that
go.
everyone's talking about.
Weapons is on this, by the way. So
Yeah,
how's this? Warner Brothers Studios have become the first studio in history to have 6 consecutive films earn 40+ million openings. And do you guess what those 6 films are? You've got one of them.
Sinners.
Yes. We just talked about the other one.
Yeah, Weapons.
Yeah. We were talking about the third one as well, actually, saying that just a second ago.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah. We were just talking about that film a second ago. You said it was really fun.
Oh, Superman.
Yeah, that's 3.
I don't know what the other one would be then.
Okay. I'll give you a clue. One of them was Reef's favourite film of the year so far.
There hasn't been a Godzilla film this year.
Minecraft.
Oh, right. Okay.
And do you want the last 2?
Go on.
Final Destination Bloodlines
Yeah.
and F1.
I didn't know it was Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers have been on a tear, haven't they? Just to give a breakdown of costs of what they made. The one that made the least was actually Weapons. And this is only
But that's only
openings
because
as well.
it's just come out. It's only in the first few days. It's not even a full week yet.
No, okay, well, Weapons, 42.5 mil. It's opening.
And I think it's the
this is
biggest horror opening for years or something.
actually not if you count Final Destination Bloodlines as a horror. Then it's Sinners was 48 million. Still big numbers for openings like weekends, isn't it? Opening is.
Yeah, it's usually the first 48 hours or something, I believe.
Then there's a bit of a jump. You got Bloodlines was 51.6. Then F1 jumps up to 57 million, which I think is amazing because it's such a niche. You'd think it'd be quite a niche film, wouldn't it? Because like a lot of people I speak to are like, "Oh, is it about like Formula One and stuff?" It's like, well, it is, but it's not. Like,
yeah, it seems like it's very basic, but it's not. It's just brilliant. It is.
then there's a slight
definitely
jump from F1's 57 million to Superman. Superman did 125 million. That's got to be one of the best performing superhero films for a long time. Definitely DC. But then
Isn't it weird
Minecraft.
that some of these films are going to $1 billion? You know, like your Barbies and Avengers and stuff like
I
that.
think
So
Superman is opening. Superman will probably get close to $1 billion then, maybe. Superman 125, and then Minecraft are like Hold My Beer. Who I think Minecraft did get to $1 billion, did they not?
Yeah, but Jurassic Park did really well as well.
162.8 million.
Yeah. That's the thing.
But
These things don't always mean good films. It just means commercial or
Well, you say that.
is a
Minecraft.
PG so more people can see it.
But weirdly enough, all these films are great movies.
Yeah, well, that's a matter of opinion, but I wouldn't say
Minecraft is phenomenal movie for kids and adults. It's a great movie. Sinners I haven't seen. You said it's brilliant.
Yeah, really good. Very, very, very,
Final
very.
Destination Bloodlines. You said it was really cool. Fun film.
It's not. It's not. It's Final Destination. It's not
But
anything
enjoyable.
amazing, but very enjoyable. Much
There you
better
go.
than you
So
expect.
3 for 3. F1, my favourite film of the year.
Oh, astounding!
So they're up there. So Weapons, where's that on your films of the year? Where's that sitting?
Pretty high up there. I need to
So they
make an
got
actual list.
so they
I've
got
got
two
them
of
all
your
written
favourite
down.
films of the year there. And Superman. And if
That's
you put Sinners up as one of your favourite, they've got 3 out of 6 of them are your favourite films of the year. So
yeah.
I'd say.
But I'm not.
Also,
I
a
just mean
big
box
fact.
office. Like I wouldn't say. I mean, I haven't seen Minecraft, but I would guess Minecraft as a film, as a movie, as
You'd
a.
have fun watching it.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I mean, wouldn't get it because I don't know anything about it. But I would say that Sinners and Weapons are going to leave you the bigger impact and be
Yeah.
visually more impressive with the way of the cinematography, the lighting, the
That's not.
acting, the way it's
Are
done.
you a fan of Jack
Minecraft
Black?
is just madness. Yeah, I do find them a bit.
It's basically a
difficult.
Jack Black showreel, and Jason Momoa's character is really funny.
I tell you what, talking about Jason Momoa for a second. I'm not a massive fan of him. I think he's in terrible films. Aquaman shite. He's in lots of bad movies. He was on the Smartless podcast this week, which is Jason Bateman and the other two, and they interviewed him for an hour. And I really fucking like him now, and I
You
take
get
him.
on with him as well. You see him in the mosh pit for Pantera at the Aussie gig.
Yeah, but I get that side of him as well. But I took him as just of a joke and just a big guy who does silly stuff like your Rock who does crap films as well. But I really like John Cena. I think John Cena picks really clever movies and he's got really comical chops. But when he was getting interviewed, what's his name again?
Momoa.
Jason Momoa. He was getting interviewed and he's from Hawaii, obviously, and he was in Hawaii Baywatch or something. He was like a Baywatch program, and he said it was a load of rubbish. But he was a tall, handsome, built guy, and he just took a job because he could take a job. But he's done proper studying of acting, and he wants to be a proper actor. But as soon as he got the Game of Thrones thing, where he barely spoke, he was just a big beast of a man.
Funny thing is, he's hardly even in Game of Thrones in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but he's a big character. Like, if
everyone forgets how quick he's
characters. He's one you'd remember because it was from the early days. And he said he couldn't get a job after that because no one could see past that of him. And he wants to do comedy, and he was been crying out to work at Friday Night Live. Saturday Night Live. Sorry, Friday Night Live. Saturday Night Live doing comedy skits, and he's done a few of them, and he's been really good on them. And he's like, "That's what I want to do," but no one.
He would have loved his Minecraft part then because he's genuinely funny in that.
Well, that's what he said. He said, "I really enjoyed doing that because that's more me than Aquaman is me, if that makes sense." So
yeah, he just seems like a normal guy, though, doesn't he? Don't you think? Just like a normal. He shows up. He comes with his dog sometimes. And it's just like.
Yeah, and I didn't take him seriously because I take comedians seriously, bizarrely. Like, if he was a Jim Carrey, I'd go, he's amazing. He's not going to win an Oscar, but he's amazing. But because he's an action star being a bit silly, I was like, this guy's a bit of a joke. He's a bit like The Rock, but he's not. I think he's better.
He's a proper artist as well. Have you ever seen him on the artist side? He plays bass, plays guitar. He does like short videos. Like he's a videographer. One thing, just the most interesting fact, by the way, before we leave Warner Brothers, is this is the most interesting thing about that. So 6 blockbusters in a row, first time ever. 50% of them were original movies.
That's what we're hearing at the moment. And the last few years are all like, oh, there's no original. People keep copying.
So I'd say Minecraft, Final Destination, and Superman. Even though it's not been a Minecraft movie, it's not an original IP, is it?
No.
Whereas Sinners, F1, and Weapons are all completely new concepts.
Yeah. Yeah, there's loads of new stuff recently which don't normally do well, but they have been. But yeah, I mean, June is pretty much all sequels or same, like Ballerina as part of John Wick 28 weeks
June
later.
was also Warner Brothers, so they are on a tear at the moment.
Yeah, Jurassic World, Superman. I know what you did last summer, and Fantastic Four. They're all part of the same world, but
Bit mad though. You look at, say, Warner Brothers' last 6 films, and look at maybe Disney's last 6 films. Can't name them off the top of my head. Okay, Inside Out 2 was in there. That was a big film.
Elio,
But they've had
flop.
some real flops, haven't they? Snow White.
Elio's a new one. It's
Elio,
already on,
absolute flop. I mean,
but that was their fault. They didn't promote it. No one knew it existed.
also no one cared for the story or the character. It was like bothered.
I've heard good reviews about it. That it's really good.
Probably good, but it wasn't promoted. No one was interested in the character.
Yeah.
They've done, just fill in the blank with a superhero film. They've done a load of crap ones.
And to go away from horrors for a second, Naked Gun has been one of the highest rated comedy films in years as well. So that is good. Hopefully we get some comedies in the cinema because we don't get comedies really. So
that's because people are too scared to do it. That's why.
Well, yeah, the Naked Gun didn't hold back. That was funny, and it was just over the top silly. It's what you'd expect, but what you didn't expect they'd do very well, but they nailed it.
Maybe we'll get back to the days when they can do another Bridesmaids. You could do now. Step Brothers, a little bit more questionable, maybe.
I don't think there's anything bad in there. I'd love that sort of stuff.
People would find something bad. They'd probably say, "Oh, it's because they've got they're clearly autistic or something stupid like that." They'll come up with something, and they'll
Nah,
the Nazi thing was funny.
I don't think they'll care that much. As long as there's not, you can be offensive as long as you're not.
I think you can it's like what Robert Downey Jr. said when he was on. Robert Downey Jr. was on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan was like, "Well, obviously you couldn't do Tropic Thunder today because obviously Robert Downey Jr. plays a black man."
Yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr. is like, "Well, you could do it." You get in trouble.
It's all about intention, though. That's the point. Like old comedians say, I can say something horrible as long as it's a joke and it's coming from a good place. And
we're starting to get back there.
And it makes sense in a narrative of what I said before that and what's coming next. But if you just come out and say something nasty,
I think
then that's different.
Comedians like Matt Rife that are pushing the envelope, and Ricky Gervais is still obviously pushing it a bit. And even to a point, Jimmy Carr.
That sort of humor is not even that funny these days. Like there's better stuff out there. Like Nate Bargatze on Netflix at the moment doesn't even swear. His stuff's not exactly all wholesome. He does say some stuff that's not quite controversial, but a little bit edgy in places. But it's all relative and relevant to his life and relatable and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think we need to bring back the people that are just going hard in the paint, just to sort of soften people up a bit again, or toughen people up a bit, should I say?
Yeah,
I think people are too bothered about upsetting someone now. It's like, joke's a joke. If you don't like it, don't go to a comedy show. It's nothing more annoying than people get offended at comedy. Because
of the offence that's been taken on a lot of things recently, I think things are going the opposite way now. They're starting to go. Maybe even the Naked Gun would have been a bit difficult to make 5 years ago. Whereas now people are pushing away against that. Everyone was offended by stuff. Now they're going, well, I want to be offended again. And
I think that's where we're going. It's tipping over, and there's, like I say, people like Ricky Gervais have always kind of stood their ground with that, which I like. Whereas a lot of comedians have gone a bit more clean.
Yeah, but Ricky Gervais can back up what he says because he doesn't say anything wrong. And
one thing I will say about Gervais is he's been very clever because he's got a tour going on at the moment. And you probably haven't seen any clips of it. I've seen one clip of it. I'm assuming he's using the whole phone banning thing, where you put your phone in a clip bag, which is
That's
good.
Everywhere now. That's everywhere now.
Because I'm going in October, so I'm going to one of the later dates. So when I booked it, there wasn't that many dates. They released a load of new ones that were before when I was going. So in my head, I was like, brilliant, I'm going to have seen the whole show on TikTok or something before I even go. And I've only seen one gag, which I'm pretty sure him and his team released. So that would be good. But I reckon this might be one of his last ones, maybe. He's in the 50s now?
Well, why not? He loves money. He loves money. He's definitely
he's got all the money he needs, hasn't he? But he just does it. I think he just loves the game.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't pushing 60.
I reckon he's 52. Do you want to put it in?
64.
He's 64. Are you kidding me? No, he's not.
Yep, he was 64 in June. Born in
You're lying.
1951. Oh, there you go. It's on Google, right there.
Oh my God. Would you have pinned him at 64?
Late 50s, maybe pushing it early 60s.
Think of it, if I said it this way. If I said to you, oh, you're Ricky Gervais, he's like pushing 70. You'd be like, what? 70 is such a scary number in it compared to 60 or 50 or 40 or 30.
He's a year older than Brad Pitt. The difference.
I would say he's good for his age. He's not in shape or anything, but he doesn't look 64.
No, he still looks good. Like, remember those shots?
I had him at early 50s, and even I thought I was being rude.
Remember he did when he was boxing and stuff like that? When he was like, when he was like trim and stuff like that, and he looked quite beefy, but he just doesn't give a fuck.
Remember the band he was in the 80s?
Yes.
Oh, this come up the other day. Little things go around on TikTok.
Siona Dancing. That was the band.
Yeah, things come up on TikTok like people reacting to for the first time. It's normally like people reacting to Slipknot for the first time, and you watch them and be like, no way they haven't heard of these things. The one at the moment is those American people reacting to Eddie Murphy singing "Party All the Time." It's like, how have they not seen it? They're like, that's not Eddie Murphy singing. It's got to be AI or something. It's like, no, he's a really good singer.
It's all Gen Z or something. People that haven't.
Some of them are not. They're in like 20s or 30s. These people. It's like, there's no way. Like, you didn't know Eddie Murphy could sing. Yeah,
but if I did a reaction video and people started showing me, like, I don't know, EDM or something like that, that'd be my reaction.
Yeah, but when these reaction videos come on, they're always like something like really popular. It's like, have you lived under a rock? It's like, come on. But yeah, Eddie Murphy. After that, I rewatched Eddie Murphy Delirious. To this day, one of the greatest comedies specials of all time. Have you ever seen it? You must have seen it.
Of course.
It's on Netflix. Delirious is okay. What's the other one? Raw is okay. Delirious is like GOAT level. And when he does, apparently that song happened because Richard Pryor bet him that he couldn't make like a hit song, so he called up Rick James and did the song. He recorded the song and it was like a number one hit or something. I think he had something stupid like a number one song, I don't know if the song was number one, but I read, if this is true, I didn't fact check, a number one song, a number one comedy special, and number one movie in like the same year or something stupid.
I can believe that.
If he'd have gone down the singing route, he would have been still talked about today. He's that good at singing.
I'm glad he stuck to comedy, but then again, he disappeared for a while. Have you seen the new film that he's brought out on Prime?
No, he didn't even stick to comedy. He quit. As far as I'm aware, he left stand-up behind and just went straight acting.
No, but have you seen the new film?
No.
With Eddie Murphy.
Okay, cool. I'll watch that after this.
I mean, it's enjoyable, but it's not good. And it's
what was an enjoyable film?
What's that comedian? The young. I keep calling him young, but he's tattooed. Got his tattoos removed.
I know you mean.
There we go. The Pickup.
Yeah, what's his name?
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Eddie Murphy. It's called The Pickup on Prime.
Oh, I keep seeing that advertised. I have seen that advertised.
Yeah.
I also, do you know what was a fun film with Eddie Murphy? Axel F.
Yeah. I mean,
that was a fun movie.
It's not like the best or anything, but it was good. Like that could have been terrible, but it still had enough of the DNA of the original Beverly Hills Cop films.
I thought it was the best it could have been at this time.
Yeah.
Because it could have been a disaster, yeah. And I think they half thought it might be, hence why it didn't have a cinema release.
Yeah, which is a shame. I heard someone else talking about another podcast talking about the fact that Netflix has dropped the ball on a few films because Axel F, I would have gone to the cinema to see that. I mean, it's got explosions and car chases.
I think a lot of people our age would have because it's like nostalgic.
Yeah, it's nostalgia filled. But also Happy Gilmore 2 that came out last month.
I wouldn't have gone to the cinema to that.
It doesn't matter if it's amazing or not. The amount of press it got for all the cameos and the fact that Eminem and all that sort of has been in it, you would have you're different. You don't go to the cinema for every film. I would have gone to the cinema to see Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore is one of the best comedy films in the
It is, but
90s.
it's also one of Adam Sandler's only good ones that I really like. There's a
Well,
handful of
exactly.
his
So
films
there's
that
a
I like.
sequel. You go and check it out, wouldn't you? So I would
I
have
know,
gone
but
to
in my head,
cinema.
I judge him more on like what he is today. But
But
I
but
really enjoyed it. I've watched it twice now, actually.
but even though it didn't get the best ratings, because it's not amazing, it's good, but it's not amazing.
People saying it was like the worst film they've ever seen was ridiculous.
No, it's a good film. It's just not great. But it got such high ratings on Netflix. If they put it in the cinema, it would have beat records. It would have been
I
like
think it did
high.
exactly what it said on the tin. It was fun. Like anyone that watched that film and didn't have fun is just someone that's looking for something to moan about. I think.
The biggest complaint I heard about Happy Gilmore 2 is that they're not really playing golf. They've gone this mad game at the end. What is the point? What is the point? I'm like, have you watched an Adam
Would they
Sandler?
rather just watch a 2-hour movie or someone playing a regular round of golf? Watch
Yeah,
the PGA Tour.
yeah, we've already seen that. We've already seen that in the first one. So he can't
Yeah.
repeat it. He's got to add something
I
different.
thought it was cool that they did that ridiculous thing. Obviously, coming from a mini golf world, I thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. It was so over the top. Like when they had to hit the ball
Yeah.
over the forest and they couldn't even see the green. It's the forest.
And that ending on that final green where you stand on it, it wobbles. So you had to get
For
someone
me,
to stand on the other
it
end.
was slapstick humor, which you don't see a lot of these days because it doesn't always translate. That tree gag though, when they're like, "Where am I going to hit it?" And it just a field of trees. It's like that was hilarious to me. A bit like I was watching. I'm going to watch the Naked Gun, but I watched the original one because they're back. Both the originals are or
All three.
Naked Gun, Naked One,
2.5.
33 and a third,
3
two and a half.
Yeah.
So I watched the first one. So I haven't watched it for, oh my word, decades probably. And I forgot how funny slapstick was. Like the first scene when O.J. Simpson is like on the boat and he's got the bad guys are all in the room and he kicks the door, but his leg goes through and he like gets stuck because the door's like really old and he finally gets through. But there's like 10 people pointing the gun at him and he's like, shit. And the main bad guy comes out and just goes, yeah, just kill him. And they shoot him or something and he trips, hits like a rake or something like Sideshow Bob style. He like then
It's so
falls.
long-winded, isn't it? Loads of stuff happens.
Yeah, he falls backwards
Yeah.
and there's like a wet paint sign on one of the walls, and then he falls into
He's
a
like,
wedding cake that's there for no reason, the wedding cake. And then he falls out, and then they go to the crime scene the next day. And on the water where he's fallen in, there's like a white outline floating of a man. It's just like, that's hilarious. And when Matey Boy, every time he reverses, he like knocks someone into the water or something. It's like slapstick humor like that. It's hilarious and kind of extinct.
But yeah, it's so good. It's got Priscilla Presley in it. In the new film, Priscilla Presley does a cameo as well. It's literally 1 second, but it's a good little cameo. But it's all these silly little jokes that are not funny. Like half of them are dad jokes, but because it's someone serious like Liam Neeson doing them,
Well, that's what slapstick is. It's dad jokes. It's silly jokes.
Well, that's it. Like what's his name? Leslie Nielsen, which is really funny because Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson sounds very similar. But Leslie Nielsen from the original films, he's not a comedy actor. He's a serious like thespian actor, and that's why it worked. Because
that's what it got Liam Neeson, wasn't it? Because he was the most sort of deadpan.
Yeah, he wasn't playing comedy. He's playing serious with stupid lines.
Did you see the radio interview he did, Liam Neeson? And the guy's interviewing me. He's like, "How do you stay so like?" He's like, "I think about my dead mother," and they start laughing. He's like, "It's not fun."
Yeah,
it's just completely like, and they're like, and he starts laughing.
How do you stop yourself from laughing with all these funny lines? I think about my dead mother.
He's a great actor, but yeah, he's deadpan and terrifying, isn't he? Really. But
yeah,
I like the fact that it's slapstick. Like one of the best slapstick films of all time. Two of the best, actually. One is one of my favourite films of all time, which I don't really talk about. Spaceballs. Is one of the best slapstick. Like when they jam the radio signal with a giant jar of jam, and they're combing the desert with just massive afro combs, and the black guys have got afro combs. It's like, or Robin Hood Men in Tights. Like, how good was that?
That
when the blind guy hurts him, like bangs his head and gets his sight again, turns around, walks straight into a tree and loses it.
It's on my list. Robin Hood Men in Tights is free on Prime right now.
I might watch that afterwards because when he's like, "I challenge you for a duel," and he slaps him with his rubber glove or leather glove, and he gets a suit of armor.
Yeah, I love that film. Absolutely love it.
That's proper comedy gold for me. That's slapstick, which a lot of younger people, I think, would still find funny. I think there's a certain age that probably wouldn't. There's a certain age, I think probably in their 20s now, that might watch that and not find it funny because they're not used to it. Little kids will find it hilarious. But I think if you're not seeing that stuff when you're really young, I don't think you find it funny when you're older.
Well, that's it. It's like
It's like that dad joke thing, isn't it? They're all dad jokes, like slapping him with the one glove and hitting him with a metal one. It's like dad
it's what
joke. And
therapists say about music, the same as movies. Is like music in your teenage years and early 20s imprint on you, so that like now when we're in our 40s, yeah, we like listen to new music and classic music, but our favorite music will always be what we listen to when we're teenagers. That will always
yeah,
hold.
I rarely listen to new music. I listen to stuff from the 80s or the early 2000s.
Yeah, but
A
the
couple of
80s
things
stuff
that are
you
new.
didn't discover in the 80s. The 80s stuff you discovered when you were a teenager, and that's what
Got
imprinted
this
on you.
band's t-shirt actually, Kev. Not one for you though.
No, but it's a good t-shirt.
Big
But
mouth.
the same as movies. Movies are the same. These sort of comedies you watch when you're younger, they're all like Dumb and Dumber and shit like that. If it doesn't translate for a Gen Z person, well, that's sad for them. But I'm sure it does. But it's extra funny for us because we know all the lines. We know we start laughing before the joke happens because we know it's about to come. It's so imprinted in us.
See, this is my good proud dad moment of the day because Reeves started watching like YouTube and that, and we were watching like Jackass, and he was like laughing his ass off at it. I was like, yes.
How can you not? It's stupid men hurting themselves.
Yeah, but to, like to never have that when you were younger, like things like Men in Tights, Spaceballs, and then in your like maybe 20s, you watch it, you might be like, I think deep down you probably find it funny, but front of mind you might think, oh, I'm too cool to find that funny. That's like really lame. That's not funny, sort of thing. I
The
think that's
more,
a
yeah, the
perception as
more
well.
immature you are watching it, the more you'll love it,
Yeah,
and then you'll remember how much you
if you're
loved it.
watching it all serious, it's like, well, that's not funny, is it? It's like you're fun at parties.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like,
What
go
other
to
good
the,
slapsticks were there? I mean, Step Brothers, you could argue that probably was close to. He's got balls on the drum and he falls down the stairs beating each other up.
that's probably close to a perfect film, though. That there's not much that can beat
I
that.
would say there's not many films better than that. Bridesmaids is close. I think it's as close to it. As much as I love Spaceballs, I've seen Step Brothers maybe double digits easily.
Yeah,
And
and
if someone comes to me, if someone woke up from a coma, right, and they were like, show me a funny movie, it would be Step Brothers and then Bridesmaids on the basis that without knowledge of Star Wars, Spaceballs isn't as funny. It's just weird.
well, yeah. But then you got things like your Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura,
The Naked Gun
anything.
would be in there as well because that's so unbelievably ridiculous.
Yeah, and that brings in Top Secret as
Oh yeah,
well with Val
Dumb and
Kilmer.
Dumber. Yeah, forget about. Oh,
Um,
what about Hot Shots?
Hot Shots Part 2. They're one of my favorites as well.
Forget
They're on my
about
watch
them.
list now. I always put them on.
We should do a watch along, like watch thing, and like do what Hot Shots or something at some point.
I mean,
But
what else is
there's
there as
so
well?
many good, all from the 90s as well, weren't they? Pretty much
And again, it's Adam Sandler stuff, but I like the music stuff,
late
like
80s.
Empire Records, your Airheads, another Adam
Oh, what about
Sandler.
Spinal Tap?
Spinal Tap sequel's coming out in a couple of months, I think it is, and Wayne's World, Bill and Ted. That sort of comedy as well. So yeah, there's tons of good stuff there, but comedy wise, all of the good comedies definitely 90s and earlier, and a smattering of your Step Brothers Bridesmaids in the recent 20 years. But there's not
Speaking of comedy, actually, have you ever watched Garth Marenghi's Dark Place? I think you probably have. Haven't you?
Yeah, we discussed this before.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
rewatching some of that because he's touring at the moment as Garth Marenghi. He's got a new book out, so he does like tours and does the readings and stuff.
didn't know he was touring.
And I was telling someone about that the other day, how it's like it's comedy gold. 'Cause I think it was it the first thing the IT Crowd crew did, like Richard Ayoade and that, and the
Richard
vulgarism he
Ayoade
got.
wrote it, I think.
Ah,
I think he
because
created
Richard
it. He's
Ayoade
a
in that
director
is
as
so
well.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays the director. But it's like stupid things like when like they're in the hospital and a cat comes through the door, but you see the person's hands like throwing the cat. Or when they're at like the cemetery and you can see the gravestones blowing in the wind because they're made out of cardboard and stuff. Or when there's stuff hanging from there's stuff floating, like, and it's like you can see the string. It's like the stupidest. Or when they show the outside of the hospital and it's clearly like cardboard boxes.
Yeah, I think it was on Prime as well. Oh, it's on Channel 4 as well.
Dark Marenghi's on Channel 4. Yeah, the Channel 4 app is really good.
Yeah. On a side note, a good comedy I'm watching at the moment series is a program called Fisk. It's
Fisk,
Fisk. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird name for a thing, but it's about a
Wilson
probate
Fisk.
solicitor, and she. Can I show the photo? It's that on Netflix.
Okay, I haven't seen that come up actually.
It's very good. It's Australian comedy. It's just like 6 episodes at 20 minutes long. It's just really like deadpan-y, sort of obscure, like The Office style
Yeah, I
thing.
need some stuff to check out. I might watch that Eddie Murphy one tonight.
But yeah, my recommendation before we finish is definitely, well, not sure when this episode's going out. It might be out of cinema, but definitely watch Weapons and definitely watch Together. Both very good, very, 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 very different. And you mentioned that people are saying the ending of Weapons is weird.
Well,
No,
what I heard was they changed it. Is there a
the,
voiceover?
the ending is amazing.
Is there a voiceover on the ending?
There's voiceovers at the beginning and the end because it's told through the point of a
What I
child.
heard was originally there was no voiceovers, so people were confused, and they then added the voiceovers.
It's very obvious. There's nothing to be confused about in this.
Like they said, before it was just panning into the kid's face with no voiceovers. People were a bit like lost, and then they said they added the voiceover to. I haven't seen it, but that's just what I heard.
Yeah,
So
I
if
don't
you can
even want to
imagine
say.
it,
I
watching
don't
that
want to
last
say
scene
too
in
much,
silence.
but the trailer tells you something, and you think, "Oh fuck!" Well, now I know what the plot is. No, the trailer deliberately stops at a point, and in the real film, the first like 2 minutes has the bit in the trailer, and you're like, "Well, I know what I'm about to see here,"
I
and
like that.
something else appears, and you're like, "Oh,
That's clever.
what's going on?" And it confuses you from first minute in, basically. So it's really good, and it's the way Weapons is done. It's quite different. So it starts, Julia Garner, the blonde, frizzy-haired girl, woman. She's the main character in the film, and it follows her trajectory until something bad happens, and then it cuts, and then the name of someone else comes up. It's a big, loud noise, goes gang, and it starts back. It reverses back to the
I'm excited to
beginning
see it. I'm going to miss the cinema
from
run now
someone
because,
else's
like I said, I'm out of the
perspective.
country next week.
But it does the perspective, I think it's about 5 or 6 times from 5 or 6 different people reversing back and doing the same story. But it's not the same. So it's not boring. It's not the same part. It's someone else's different life. And then at one point, you see the interjection of the other person coming into their viewpoint and crossing. And then the story makes more and more sense and more sense and more gets revealed. And
I'm hoping when I come back, it will be on Prime and I can treat myself to a movie night.
yeah, it's really good. But I'd say Together is very, very different. It's very much a body horror sort of film. It tries to be gross, but there's a couple of really good jump scares and scary moments in there as well. It's not as good as Weapons, but I do like it. And I think Alison Brie and Dave Franco, because they've been married for the last
I
8
didn't realize they were
years.
together. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, married for 8 years. Because obviously she's from Community, that TV show with loads of comedy actors, and he's been in lots of comedy films, but they're both like horror fans, so he's directed his own horror film before as well. This isn't by them, but this is they've had their points across it as well, but it came out very well. There was bits I thought were missing, maybe some proper bits of
Most
narrative
films
and
are like that, though,
explaining,
aren't they? Like,
but it
you can't
works.
get the perfect movie. But
No, it's nitpicking, to be honest. But there's the beginning half an hour didn't build up enough. Things start happening too quickly. I'm like, well, we haven't really got into it yet. I'm not scared because I haven't had the build up of knowing why I should be
funny
scared.
you should say that. One of my least favorite things about films, which is why I think some films should have been TV shows, is because sometimes there's not enough build up for you to care about the characters.
Yeah,
And I think that's why
it was
some
shoehorned in at the
programs are
beginning.
better suited, rather than like an hour and 40 minutes, they're suited to like maybe a 6 hour, 6 episode show,
Yeah, I agree.
which I think is probably
Because
best for something. I know, yes, the people that write it want that Hollywood blockbuster. They want like cinema. They want that because probably to a writer or a director, it's like, if you want a 6-part series, it doesn't sound as glamorous as a cinema release, which naturally it probably wouldn't. But in reality, it's like, how well would you want your stories to be told, kind of thing.
yeah, and I fully agree. And I think they shoehorn a narrative in at the beginning to go, oh, these are nice people. Right now, we're going to make horrible things happen. But when it happens in the first 5 minutes, I mean, I heard a review from someone who doesn't like horror films and they're scared by horror films, and they watched a bit and they could tell something was coming up at the very beginning of Together, and they put their hand over their eyes, peeped through a little bit, knew something bad was happening, heard the big noise, and then they opened their eyes, and then a second jump happens, and they were like, and they basically shat themselves. And it does some good things like that. It does give you jumps at the wrong points that you don't think is going to happen. So it's cleverly done, I think.
Well, I think that point about, like, I think the main about the whole should be a series, not a film, I think directly correlates to superhero films, because when you're sort of introducing a new superhero, they're not new because the comic books, I mean new to the public, as new
Yeah.
to a casual, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, people that I personally didn't watch when I was younger, because there's no character build. I've had 30 years of Spider-Man, 30 years of Batman in my life because I played them when I was a little kid, but then these new ones come in, which is why I think Arrow, like the program Arrow, which you've probably never seen, it's Stephen Amell. That was a series, and I'd never heard of the Green Arrow before. And I watched the series, and I got like 6 series in. Like, this is amazing. But I think to like just plonk a new superhero or a new character in front of you and be like, yeah, you really like these are the good guys, this is who you got to support, you just be like, whatever.
Well, like you say, it depends. If it's Spider-Man, I don't need another origin story. If it's Batman, I don't
That's
need
what I mean,
another
we know
origin
it.
story.
And we've had 30
Exactly.
years of it.
But if it's a new person, we
But if
do
they
want.
come out tomorrow with like, I don't know, Super Duper Man, they make a whole movie for him, and you're like, and they're like, well, he's been in the comic books for 30 years. Like, well, I don't read comic books, and neither do most people.
Yeah.
Like,
So
the layman just knows what's mainstream, and it's
so to
like,
be
well, who
honest,
is he? I don't care. So I didn't care about Black Panther, so I still haven't watched the movie. Didn't care
Black
about
Panther's
Doctor
great.
Strange, still haven't watched the movie. They probably have, but I don't care.
Doctor Strange is good as well.
Like,
Well,
Craven, I really
it
want to see
gives
it
you
because I
they
really
do,
like Aaron Taylor Johnson.
they do give you enough backstory, and I thought Craven was much better than what the critics say.
I want to watch
Yeah.
Craven because it
That
looks
was
good.
Don't even think of it as a superhero film. You don't really notice his superpowers that much. They're just slight enhancements. So it feels like a normal action film, just with a bit of a tweak. So it doesn't feel like a Marvel film or whatever. But the reason I think you'll like Superman is because it doesn't give the backstory. The intro screen is literally 3 decades ago, Superman came to Earth. 3 days ago, something bad happened. 3 minutes ago, Superman just lost his last fight, and then that's when he piles into the snow, and the
Love
dog
that.
saves him. And we don't. He's already Superman. He's already at the.
Yeah, like, that's why I think they're clever with Tom Holland not to have done an origin story.
Yeah, we don't need an orange story, but it does.
We know
It does go back to his family and the farm, and you get a little tidbit of his childhood, but it's not too much. So
Yeah, there can be enough repetition, which is why, actually, funny enough, The Dark Knight of Batman Begins was so clever, because it was the only origin story. So we've had Batman in our lives for 40 years, since we were kids. And
yeah, they glossed over it.
ever.
Parents
Always
killed.
are. But think, when you were 5, 6 years old playing Batman, up to now, up to Batman Begins, everyone always asks that question: where is he getting all his stuff from?
And where did he train?
Where did he get all this stuff from? Like, why has he magically got a Batmobile and all this crazy stuff? Yes, he's a billionaire, or whatever, but it's like, doesn't mean you get all this crazy stuff and you're instantly a superhero. It's crazy. So it was brilliant
Yeah,
film.
good to see the training in the tech corporation and the building and stuff. That made
I will
sense.
show you one thing before we go, though. Seeing that we're
Oh,
off
yeah.
to France next week for Mike's birthday, so I'll show you what me and Reeve
Happy
got him
birthday,
for a
Bernie.
present if you want. Yeah, it won't be out yet, so you don't listen anyway. Yeah. So this is what we got him for his birthday. He's a West Ham fan. But
Dr. Martin. Oh. Burford t-shirt. Oh, and it says 40 on it as well. Got him a West Ham football t-shirt.
the year 2000 West Ham vintage shirt, that Paolo Di Canio year, with his name on the back. So yeah,
Very good. Very thoughtful as well.
don't cut that.
James is nice, everybody. All right, cool. Well, bit of a different episode. That was just a random chat, and I do like those. And that's what we used to do all the time. We didn't used to have as
How
much
it started.
a format, so it's nice to have just a general hangout and catch up every now and again. But Drew will be back next time as well, and we've got some exciting guests for you coming up soon.
Got some good ones coming up.
Yeah, I won't.
Like, subscribe, 5-star. Oh, Kev, quick funny story by the way. We
Go
got
on.
an extra 5-star review on Spotify.
What's the funny story?
The person I used to work with, she uses my Amazon account. So every now and again, I'll get the code that you get to be able to get your thing. I think you do it on like electrical items or expensive items or something like that, because I hardly ever get a code. I think when we got Switch 2, we got a code.
Yeah, when you get something delivered, you have to tell
get text through to you. So she obviously has
Yeah.
access to my Amazon, but not my emails or my texts. I got a message from Amazon being like, and I was like, okay, she's going to message in a minute asking for it. And she like messaged like a little gift being like little Oliver Twist, like, please sir, can I have some more? Like, can I? I'm going to ask you a favor here. And I responded with the Saw thing, being like, I like to play a game. Followed me like, go to Spotify, like 5-star Rage Roll page, access granted.
What, is she giving us another one?
Yeah, you've got 22 now.
Way.
I just sent that Saw thing. I would like to play a game.
Bullying people into 5-star reviews that haven't even listened to us.
Have you ever, just a quick one, I'll save
They
that.
must
Have
have
you ever
listened, by the
seen,
way. They must have listened, because you're not allowed to do a 5-star review unless you've listened to an episode. You can't
Really?
just do it. You can't log in and do it.
have you ever watched the video Working with Jigsaw?
Yes, yeah.
When he's in the office.
Comedy skit, yeah.
And he opens all the porno tabs, and the mouse is covered in like drawing pins. He's like, would like to play a game. You have 30 seconds till the manager comes up, walks past. He's got all the tabs open.
Yeah, it's good. I like shit like that. Very good. All right, brilliant. We'll see you next time. And as I said, we've got some very good guests, including very famous people. Tune in. See you later.
This has been Rage Whale. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you had a whale of a time.
Oh, wait! Just before you head off to listen to another one of our episodes, I'm not going to ask you to give us a follow and a 5-star review or follow our social media such as Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, although that is your choice. But we would like to tell you about a new website we have called ragewhale.tmill.com, where you can get some merchandise to support us. Hoodies, t-shirts and mugs. There is a link here and on our social media profiles. Thank you so much for listening again. See you next time.